Hey, Chantel.
Hey.
Hey, give me a good luck 5 before the game. Thank you.
Right back.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go get my fish. Right back.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10.
I got right here.
Just count to 10. Those glasses are looking sweet, by the way.
Thank you. Count to 10?
Yeah.
Are you expecting me to be able to count that high?
Or backward.
10, 9.
Yeah. Okay.
8.
Do I sound good too?
Yeah, you sound
Okay.
good.
All right. All right.
I only had to get to 8. That's good. I passed
Yeah.
my test for the day.
You did.
Sweet.
You did.
Are we fired up and running?
We're not, but we will be when I hit this button right here.
All right, cool. What did you want to ask me about first?
Well, I was gonna say I got the. So I got them. I can. Then I can put this one up here.
Cool.
Go back. I got where they can still see the scoreboard and stuff.
Yeah. Sweet. Is that camera out there?
Yeah.
That's kind of
That's
like
this one. Yeah, we can change that. That's that one right there.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's right in the.
Here's where I'd like to, and we got a little bit of time. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9, 10.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right.
Sound okay over there?
Read through the names real quick. Kenneth Johnston, Olivia Sanborn, Paige Stein. Whoa. She's a heck of a volleyball player, too.
Is she?
Yeah. Lauren Shepard, Michael Buron, she was a volleyball player, too. McKenna Bauer, Allie Geist, Emma, what did I write down? Macawam.
Is it Michael?
I think so.
Yeah. Macawam. Georgia Romanowski, Violet Macawam.
And they're not related.
Yeah, not related, Angie says.
What?
Not related.
You're being serious.
She's being serious. She went down and talked to them.
Not related.
Was she being serious?
You'd get everybody in America on that.
Yeah, you would.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start it.
Where did I park now?
I think it should be working again. I don't know. Yeah, try not. I'm not saying you did, but yeah, don't touch that button there.
Oh, you are saying he did indirectly.
Huh?
I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying
telling,
he did on
he's telling
purpose,
Steve
but-
not to do something, kind of like how you complain about the umpires.
All right. Well, leading off for we had it. Yeah, there you go. He's all over it. Look at this guy getting the inning updated,
He's crushing it.
and then the Wildcats got to run there too.
Well, that's a pretty good start for a first inning.
Yeah. Wildcats tied it up in the bottom of the first at 1 apiece, and leading off for Chippewa Falls in the top of the second, designated player McKenna Bauer. And a little changeup from Clifton, strike one.
I love to start a batter like that.
Yeah, it makes him start thinking.
And it keeps the people behind her thinking, like, what's she going to throw me first?
Yep.
So you go probably put a 2 there. Or you got the bot innings in there, but you got hold on, that's a 1. And you got to go where's the go down to that right there. There you go.
Oh, okay. There we go.
All right, we're all set. 3-1 is the count. Clifton on the rubber for the Wildcats, and McKenna Bauer in the box for the Cardinals. And Bauer absolutely rips one. That's the shot where the people see right there. Bauer rips one to left for a single. She's on first base. Leah, what do you think the Cardinals are? They got their, let's see.
6-hitter?
Yeah, number 6 hitter coming up, Allie Geist. She's the first baseman. They're gonna the Chippewa Falls usually they kind of bunt around or they swing away.
I guess I don't know. I would imagine they're going to swing away.
Okay.
If I had to predict, they got some pretty solid bats through their lineup.
Well, Clifton gets a strike on the inside part of the plate. 0-1 is your count. Nobody out here in the bottom or top of the second. Little change up. The umpire does not like the waist high change up.
The hitter should.
Yeah, it's tricked him, but Clifton's got both times she threw it. She's got him leaning, got him on weight on the front foot. That one high and inside. Ball 3, I believe. No, 2-1 is the count. He did. Yeah, that fastball was his first strike.
Oh.
And that was a home run. I missed the call. The wife, Jenna, was calling in, and
Hard shot to the
and
left
Allie
side.
Geist did not bunt. She swung away, and it was good news if you're a Cardinal fan. Geist, a 2-run home run. I believe that went to left center, didn't it?
Yeah. Yep. Left
That
center.
was Dead left side. Right by the flags.
And I would not say that. Hold on just a second here.
Should I shut this door so it's not so
Yeah,
windy?
Sure. And Paul, I was going to say I don't think, or Lee, I was going to say I never did think one run was going to
Right.
beat Chippewa Falls anyway. So you're going to have to
Yeah, we're
get
going to
more
have to
than
answer
but
that for sure.
There's a fly ball in the left field, and McKenna Cook can't quite come up with that off of her glove. It was a shot, and that was off the bat of Emma McAwam, and McAwam is on second base with a stand-up double.
Now batting number 3, Georgia Romanowski.
And now batting the third baseman, the 8-hitter in the lineup, Georgia Romanowski. Nobody out here in the top of the second inning. 3-1 is your score. Chippewa Falls is on top.
Ooh, she
We just
flashed
had
this bunt there.
just had a 2-run homer off the bat of Allie Geist. And now in the box for
I think
Chippewa
he's got her
Falls.
2-1, I think.
Clifton fires outside. 3-0 is the count.
3-0.
Kibble just texted me and said everything's working good now on YouTube.
Yeah, that stream button up there somehow must have got nicked or something. Tell him thanks for, who was that, Tim?
Tim Kibble, yep.
Tim, thanks for the heads up. We could have been talking all day here and not really known. And Georgia Romanowski draws a walk. And the Chi-High Cardinals have runners on first and second. Okay, then to see Violet McAwam, she's just she's not hitting. So we're back up to the top of the lineup here. In the top of 2, Kenna Johnson. She tripled and scored in the top of the first. That's a solid single up the middle, just left of second base. And Emma McAwam will come around to score. And Georgia Romanowski will go to third. Kenna Johnson with her second hit of the ballgame, an RBI single. And now batting for the Cardinals, left fielder Olivia Sanborn. She doubled, did not score in the top of the first.
It's time to work outs at this point.
Yep.
They're doing a delayed steal and trying to get the Wildcats to throw it around. Jordan Torres,
She knows better.
too wise for that trick. They let Johnston go down to second. So second and third, Sanborn in the box. Sanborn flies one, a little foul. 0-2 your count. Couple of tough lefty hitters, Leah, off the batting
Yeah.
1-2 for the Cardinals.
Lefty speed, too, which is always nice to have. Not ideal if you're a defense.
Nice play by Ava Larson at third. She snares a line shot off the bat of Sanborn for out number 1.
She was looking for that secondary play, but nobody there to get it.
No, it was actually a good base running by Chippewa
Yeah, absolutely.
Falls. Neither one
Absolutely.
of them were far off the bag.
Yeah, she didn't have the girl at third, and there was nobody to throw to at second. So
Yeah, golden rule of base running with nobody out. Let the line drive go through before
Yeah.
you take off.
for sure, let it through.
And Georgia Romanowski did just that. 1 down for the Cardinals. Paige Steinmetz at the plate for Chi-High, and a nice little change up there from Brenna Clifton.
I think I'd come back with that again and keep it so far inside that if she does hit it, it's foul.
Yeah, that was a good pitch.
Clifton tried to nip the corner just a bit outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes is your count. 1 down. Steinmetz flat out to had a fly ball to second base that went up into the stratosphere
Yeah,
in the
she
top
skied
of the
one
first.
for sure.
Bankston was all over it and ended up catching it behind first base, that thing. And Steinmetz absolutely wallops one to left. Boy, that girl's a good hitter. And Steinmetz saunters into second for a double. And that scores Romanowski and Johnston.
So she
And
pushes
that,
2 across.
yep, 2 RBI double for Paige Steinmetz. And Chippewa Falls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up 6-1 here in the top of number 2. Next up for the Cardinals, the catcher, Lauren Shepard. Shepard takes a strike on the inside part of the plate. Boy, Leah, Chippewa Falls, a good eye at the plate. You know, they're not swinging at pitches. You know, they're not swinging at the pitcher's pitch. They're swinging at their
They're
pitch.
looking for something to barrel, that's for sure.
Here we go.
Cook catches that one a left for out number 2, and excuse me, that was Romanowski who's tagging. I'm sorry, that was just a 1 RBI. So now it's 6-1.
All right. Then I did the work for ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah, Romanowski tagged up and scored. Sack fly for Shepard. And now batting the second baseman, Michael Burrow. Steinmetz still on second base. Burrow takes ball 1. Clifton rocks and delivers. Little inside changeup. Hit well to left. Over McKenna Cook's head. Bounces off the wall. And Michael Burrow is in with a stand-up RBI double.
She's got a tough job out in left field. A lot of ground to cover. Looking into the sun.
Yep.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And they're not shying away. They're hitting everything.
No, 1 through 9. They swing like swinging from the heels.
Now batting for Chippewa Falls, a designated player, McKenna Bauer. And she takes a strike on the outside part of the plate.
I think we're gonna have to be aggressive when they're base running. We got to try to get outs when we can.
Yeah.
We can't play cautious.
It also comes down to knowing where you go with the ball, right? Like preventing extra bases by hitting our cutoffs and things like that.
And Bauer hits one high and deep, and that is gone over the 205 sign in left center field.
Well, I think I mentioned at the beginning they were they were coming to this game with a purpose, and and you can see it in the way they're playing.
So, yeah, that was McKenna Bauer. And that's a 2-run homer. Michael Burrow scores ahead of her. Bauer, a 2-run homer. It brings the score to 9-1. Bauer had singled and scored in the first and homered in the second. Next up for the Wildcats, first baseman Allie Geist. Boy, these Cardinal girls hit the ball, don't they?
Oh, boy.
Clifton. Fastball on the inside part of the plate. There's another strike on the outside part.
She says, I'm going to come inside, and then I'm going to go outside. Now I'm going to throw you my changeup in the dirt, hopefully. Don't hang it somewhere.
Yep. Need it to bounce about a foot in front of the plate.
Hot shot to third, Ava Larson.
Yeah, good try.
Yeah, hits her glove, no throw. That was a hot shot blast by Allie Geist. And now batting the right fielder, Emma McElwam. McElwam doubled and scored in the second earlier this inning. McElwam sends one out to right.
It's the first opposite field shot we've seen today.
Yeah, absolutely was.
And Sydney Kibble grabs that one for the third out. So F9 if you're scoring at home. Yeah, let's go. We'll take a look at some. Take a look. Let's look at Burke's Q&A right there. Right there, that one. That one right there. And then hit the. Go ahead, Paul. You got.
I couldn't find Lily's, but go ahead.
Go ahead, Leah.
I got Lily's. They're not all published yet. I just have the secret access.
You can read them?
Go for it.
Okay. Well, so they call her the Diesel, and they also call her Becky and Berkey. And I guess
Becky's
you
my
can read
favorite.
too, but her favorite memory was beating Chip and beating Hutz last year and beating Hudson in the playoffs. Her favorite walk-up song is the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Pre-game snacks, Celsius and Gouda cheese from Quick Trip. Her favorite color is lavender. You don't see that? You don't see that too often.
You don't see that one very often, no.
Her pre-game ritual and superstitions is always going through the batting stations in a certain order. Her favorite Coach Smithism is Alabama or Razorback. Do you know what that means?
Those are the play calls he calls for defense.
Okay. Advice to younger players: make your 4 years of high school softball count. Give 110%, and Lily will be going to play at Concordia St. Paul next year. So you take that off of there. Hit that little arrow thing there, and it just hit clear there, and then hit that again, and then hit clear there. Then you're good.
Well, Ava Larson had a nice solid hit to third, but fielded pretty clean by the third baseman. Nice throw over to first.
So 5-3 for one out. Now batting the designated player, Audra Aderman. Aderman usually on the rubber for the Wildcats in most of the games, but Lily Burke with a pulled quad, and Aderman getting the start today. I suppose that's probably part of the shakeup, I would assume.
She's in the DP slot, which is nice.
Yeah.
He's got flexibility in the lineup where he can just put the DP in for the flex and nothing else changes.
Yeah, well, we really only have one person on the sitting out right now, I think.
Yeah.
We got a couple.
And there's
injuries.
a base hit
There we go.
off the bat of sophomore Audra Aderman. And Aderman trying to get things going for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the second. They down 9-1. They got a lot of work to do, so Coach Smith probably not going to be waving a lot of runners unless they're guaranteed they're going to get there.
No, we don't need one.
Yeah,
If you
we
have
need
to
a
slide,
couple.
if you have to slide down 9-1, you shouldn't have gone.
That's not what I thought you said.
That's not what I thought either.
What?
This is a PG
when you said
entertainment.
shouldn't have gone, it was funny. I'll
Okay.
record that for you.
All right.
It's priceless. Another one of your awesome ones. You could be in a movie, Greg.
Kibble fouled that one off.
I have no idea what I just said.
Strike one.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, at the
Just
plate.
move on.
At the plate for the Wildcats, right fielder Sydney Kibble. She made a good play in right in the last inning. She swings through that one for strike 3 and out number 2. Violet McElwain doing her job, just throwing strikes. And next up for River Falls, the left fielder McKenna Cook. She's been a busy fielder out there in left field, Paul.
She has. They've hit a lot of balls out there, and she's played a lot of outfield, but mainly it's been in right this year. So that definitely comes off the bat different.
It's an adjustment.
Yep,
For
sure.
And they're not hitting easy pop-ups either.
Cook squares around to bunt, fouls it straight back, right at your camera. You getting a handle on it over there? So if you hit this thing right here, that's the scoreboard that'll pop back up. I don't know why that. If you start messing around, it'll take that off, but that's why. That fastball from McElwain high. Well, when you're leading 9-1, if you're the pitcher for McElwain for Chippewa Falls, your job is to throw strikes. And she is doing just that. That was a little curveball on the outside part of the plate, and Cook swings through it for strike 3 and out number 3. We'll head to the top of the third. Let's do the Schwans. You have Schwans pulled up, Paul?
I do.
You got
So
it?
hit that one
Yep.
right Try that one. Yeah, that one right there. It's that one. And then hit that, and then just hit that arrow right there.
So a little senior Q&A on Jordan Schwantz, our shortstop. Nickname.
These are all the seniors, by the way.
Yep. The nickname, Hacksaw and Schwancy. Favorite softball memory, beating Chip junior year and the Dells sophomore year. Walk-up song, Geek-a-Leak by Ongeezy and Cash Kid. That one could be mispronounced something.
I don't know if I've ever heard that song.
You were convincing. I thought maybe that was your ringtone.
I think it's on his playlist.
Pre-game snack is Schurz as candy. I think they call that the Sour Thundercat or something like that.
I think Schurz is quite the pusher over there at first base. I think he's got a whole pocket full of the drugs.
Favorite color is pink. Pre-game ritual or superstition is do the same hairstyle from a game we won. Favorite Smithsism, kiddies love the weather. Advice to younger players, high school softball goes by fast, make a lot of memories, and have fun with your teammates. Yeah. Remember to work hard, and don't forget mistakes are going to happen. It's how you respond that sets you apart. Yeah. And post-high school plans are to attend Minnesota State University to study business, and we'll also be playing softball.
And there was the Hacksaw, Jordan Schwantz, a little Q&A with our second senior. We'll take a look at Jordan Torres here after the next inning. Leading off for the Cardinals here in the top of the third inning, third baseman Georgia Romanowski. Romanowski walked and scored in that long second inning. Cardinals batted around. They batted around and then some.
Yeah, they have 2 home runs and 1 double in that inning, second inning.
Yes. Let's see. They had, take my glasses off here. They had 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 8 hits, including and 2 of those were home runs. What did Romanowski do there, Paul?
Well, she hit a fairly hard ball line drive up the middle, and Brenna Clifton had a little play on it, kind of slowed it down, and then it rolled by her, and,
so a little single.
And Schwantz bobbled it.
Infield single. Kenna Johnson at the plate for Chippewa Falls. Now she tripled in the first and scored, and singled and scored in the second. See if I can pull their.
You can't see their game changer stuff.
Okay.
He's got premium. He might be able to.
I do too.
Oh. He's got the all access pass.
I asked around to some other people from other towns.
They just don't share it.
They said it. Yeah. No. If I was them, I'd put their pregame on YouTube, but I bet they don't share that either.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they don't share much.
No. Well, they've been pretty successful, so it's hard to really say that anything they don't do is the right way to do it.
I think the umpire said it's 2-1. Is that correct?
I think it's 1-2.
Okay.
But I guess we're wrong.
Yeah, I think he flashed up. So it's 2-2 now. Kenna Johnson at the plate. She's the shortstop for the Cardinals. She leadoff hitter from the left side. They had a couple of lefties that are back-to-back here at the top of the order.
Oh.
And she jumps all over that one, but not a whole lot you can do with where that one was pitched, and just knocked it foul. She walloped it,
It's a self-defense swing at that point. Not
Yeah.
leaving it up to the umpire, but I'm getting rid of it. Give me another one.
That's not bad. She threw a changeup. It was inside far enough where if she did hit it, she wasn't going to be able to do anything with it.
That's just a good quality 2-strike approach.
Johnson, nice swing out to left field, and Kenna Cook hauls that one in. Nice play out and left by the freshman.
They made a change.
They made a change.
They got Ralston in left, and I believe Kenna Cook's in center now.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. Ralston makes a good play in left field.
That's Ralston's regular spot, so I think just putting her back there, the experience piece, that's where they're going to hit him. That was a good move.
So Romanowski's still on first, and that brings up left fielder Olivia Sanborn. She's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Nice. Oh, Schwantz had to run a long way, but can't quite come up with it.
And she goes down in pain, clutching a knee. It's less than ideal for us.
I hope she's okay.
We got Tina coming out.
She's trying to get up. Well, while they're tending to Jordan over there, we'll take a look at some of these little
Sponsors,
pictures that
or-
we can we'll do some sponsors. We'll thank our sponsors. So there's you have to pop on one and then pop it over. So we'd like to say thanks to Jeremy and Dana Cudd with Property Executives Realty, and then also John. You have to hit it and then pop it over. And Johnny's Bar in downtown River Falls since 1946, thanks to Cheryl and Dave Dintman, and our other sponsor, River City Stitch. They are in downtown Prescott and also on 2nd Street in River Falls. All your Wildcat gear, Prescott Cardinal gear. They have some Hudson gear as well. So go talk to Callie down at River City Stitch. Well, while they're still tending to her, let's check out some of these little pictures that Leah did. They're kind of cool, actually. Well, we can look at Jordan Torres. Go to let's do the senior one right here. Or, yeah, you can do this one. Do that one right there. That one. There you go. So while they're tending to the hacksaw, Jordan Schwann's out on left, and we definitely wish her the best and hope there's nothing serious out there. But so question and answer here for senior Jordan Torres. Her nickname is JT, and her favorite softball memory is going to the Wisconsin Dells and the Cowboy Restaurant. Her walk
That was a good time.
Tell me about that. I wasn't there.
There was bull riding. There was food trucks. There was just a whole lot of chaos, but it was a lot of fun.
It was at a tournament, or
Yeah, we had a little triangular in the Dells. That would have been her sophomore year.
okay. And her pregame snack is cereal from Hayden's house. Her favorite color is pink. Speaking of pink, we're gonna on Friday we're gonna do the
the cancer game.
strikeout cancer game. So fans are giving. That's a good sign right there. Jordan's walking off. They're giving her
she
clapping.
looks like she's walking all right too.
Yeah.
So hopefully maybe she
Tina
just
the
got the wind.
trainer
She
got
might
out
have just
there.
got the wind knocked out of her.
She grabbed her leg right away, but
Uh-oh.
Tina the trainer, she's magic. So
The
hopefully
pregame
we're
ritual,
good.
pregame ritual for Jordan Torres. Slick back her hair and wear the same hairstyle from a game we won. Her favorite Smithism is suspect. Advice to younger players is go yard.
it's good advice,
And then her, I can't see here, something cut off, but you can read the last one there.
Jeez, Greg.
I don't know what happened. Something just is so her in her post-high school plan, she's going to attend Luther College in Iowa to study exercise science on a pre-occupational therapy path and also play softball. So there's senior Jordan Torres. Well, we're back and ready to go. Schwann's is staying on the field.
Well, that's good to see.
They're great to see.
Heading to the plate for the Cardinals, number 7, Paige Steinmetz.
Yeah, speaking of injuries too, that was tough to see. That when in the volleyball playoffs, and this girl right here, Paige Steinmetz, at the plate for the Cardinals, and heck of a player, and she went down with a pretty tough ankle injury and couldn't play. But you never like to see that happen, but it's unfortunately part of sports. So there are Romanowski's on second base, Olivia Sanborn on first. There is one down, and Steinmetz took a strike. 0-1's the count, and Brenna Clifton back on the rubber for the Wildcats. Steinmetz flied to second in the first. She doubled in the second and scored. She hit that one right there for the scoreboard. Should be good to go again. You could probably hit that clear layer there too, and then that way that your inner button will work again.
That was a nice curveball.
But then you got to go back and hit that again.
Started out inside, and Steinmetz laid off it.
Little Jordan assist there.
Yeah.
Hit that one more time there with a. There you go. Clifton rocks and delivers, and Steinmetz lasers one foul. 1-2 the count. Yeah, I tried to look up the record for Chippewa Falls, and like you said, I couldn't. It wasn't out there. I know it must be pretty good though.
Well, they were ranked second in the state in max preps, but they got beat 2 games by New Richmond last week, and I think New Richmond was 5th or 6th. So,
Leah, you're right behind the plate there. Where was that change up?
I think it was high.
Okay.
It's hard to see up down from
Yeah.
there, but I think it was high.
Clifton again in the dirt. Nice stop by Torres. Full count to the Night Stalker, Paige Steinmetz. 1 down and 2 Cardinals out on the
Payoff
bases.
pitch. Nice.
She works
There
it.
you go.
Brenna Clifton with some high heat strikes out Steinmetz for out number 2. And now batting the catcher, Lauren Shepard. She's the cleanup hitter for Chi High.
Lauren Shepard.
That's a big strikeout right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that was clutch.
Shepard ropes one to left. And nice play by Ralston to left. She gets
Yeah,
it
that
in
was
about
efficient.
about as quick as you can. But
That plate's one.
yeah, Georgia Romanowski was kind of going on the swing, and Romanowski scores from second to make it 10-1. And Sanborn moves over to second, and Shepard is on first with a single, and it brings up second baseman Michael Burrow. Burrow takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. Yeah, they're going to send in a courtesy runner
Yeah, so just
for the catcher Shepard.
just looking up here, just record. They're 9-3 in the Big River, so I don't have their full year. And New Richmond is 10-2 and playing Menominee. So
Okay.
New Richmond wins out this week. They'll be the conference champs.
Okay. Now pinch running at first base, senior Bella Biederman. And Burrow hits one sky high to left. Nice play by Ralston
Tracks that well in the
out
sun.
and left.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see her blocking the sun right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, good play by Ralston out in left field. So Cardinals get just one in the top of the third. They get 1 run on 1, 2, 3 hits, leave 2, and we head to the bottom of the third. Wildcats down big 10-1 right now, but looking to make a comeback, Paul. They've done it in the past.
Well, they definitely have all year. Made some decent comebacks, so it'll take some solid hitting here.
The Chippewa hit that other shot right here. The Chippewa Falls Cardinals are having fun. They like the song. Oh, they were dancing. Oh, they still are. This is
I saw the game day graphic
this song
today,
is a crowd favorite apparently.
and it was a picture of Audra on the mound and then Mo and Ava on the side of her dancing.
Yeah.
Audra's got her game face on, and the other two are just busting a move to the warm-up. It was taken in Prescott. I know that because I took it.
Oh, you did. I didn't even see you at the Prescott game.
Yes, you did. We talked after the game.
Must
So
not have been that memorable, Greg.
I think we have there's a new pitcher on the
Yeah.
mound. This is sophomore Willa Rissinger. Boy, the Cardinals like those tall pitchers, don't they?
They are both tall, yes.
So leading off for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the third inning, the left fielder, number 2, Alexis Ralston. Ralston grounded out to short in the first.
Third inning, number 2, Alexis Raleigh Ralston.
Rissinger's first pitch, a little high, ball 1.
She's got pretty decent speed, too.
Boy, Shepard fires that thing back at behind the plate, doesn't she? Ralston
good hack.
takes a good cut, fouls it straight back. Pretty good crowd on hand today at Fay Perkins Field here on the campus of UW River Falls.
I
Yeah.
love playing here.
Chippewa Falls has quite a few people here. I'd say the most of any. River Falls travels pretty well, but I would say the most of any team we played in the Big Rivers.
I'd
yet.
say you're right.
Yeah.
That's a sweet name, too, by the way. Willa Rissinger. Sounds like a pitcher to me. Rissinger with a 3-1 count to Ralston. And Ralston takes ball 4. Nice eye by the leadoff hitter for the Wildcats here in
was a
the
good at-bat.
bottom of the third. Yeah, great at bat by Ralston. This might be the walk-up song that you were referring to, Paul, earlier on Jordan Torres' Q&A page.
Oogala Googala or something.
Yeah. Goonga Galunga.
And
I
something
think that
cash.
was. I think that was on Schwanzie's.
Oh,
Wasn't it?
I think so. You're right.
Oh. The Jet takes one, and that's, Leah, that's a pitch right there. She doesn't really.
No.
You don't want to hit that
She
pitch
can leave
anyway.
that all day,
Yeah.
unless it's 2 strikes.
Yeah, 2
and
strikes.
She can do something with it, but
you got to
foul it off.
Little change up low, hits the dirt on the inside.
Yeah, hers.
Evens up the count 1-1.
JT's song was "Turn My Swag On" by Sola Boy.
Okay. Get your Sola Boy going on. Torres rips one through the hole to left. Jordan Torres 2 for 2 on the afternoon.
Yeah, that was a nice base hit.
Torres doubled and scored in the first, and she's on base again. Ralston moves over to second, and it brings up. Now we have a pinch hitter for Schwanz.
Nora Killian, 9th grader.
Nora Killian. They don't have her on here, though.
Headed to the plate for the
Nope, right here.
Wildcats, number 10.
Oh, they just have
Oh,
okay.
they were listed on JV, I guess. Okay.
So
She was on JV at the beginning of the year, and maybe came.
She's been up in the dugout for a few games.
If I remember correctly, looking at the stats, I think she leads the Wildcats in hitting. I think she's 1 for 1.
Yep, batting 1,000.
She's batting 1,000.
We love that.
Well, she's a big, strong, aggressive player. I'm sure she's a little nervous getting up
Yeah.
here to bat, for her second varsity at
Yeah,
bat.
she took a good rip at that one. 0-2 the count. Rissinger on the rubber for Chippewa Falls, and at the plate, freshman Nora Killian. Ralston on second, Torres on first. Wildcats trying to chip their way back.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
You're a clever guy, Mr. Peters.
Yes, ma'am. And let's see, let me make that. So Killian goes down swinging for out number 1, and it brings up the second baseman, Georgia Bankston, who had a big RBI single in the bottom of the first. We define that hit over second base as a duck snort.
Yeah, that was something special.
That's JP Fireeisen's.
Okay.
That's his adjective for
I like it.
sort of off the fist or off the end of the bat. It's a line drive in the book, Leah.
It is. It's all the same on paper, man.
That's right. It's an RBI single is an RBI single.
And we need one right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little gap shot to the right side would do us well.
Well, she squared it up. Bankston squared it up, but it was
She was going for it.
Yeah,
she heard me.
It
She
was
had the
right
idea.
at second baseman Michael Burrow, but she moves the runners over. 4-3 if you're scoring at home for out number 2. Runners on second and third for sophomore Morgan Kibble. Morgan Kibble flat out to left field in the bottom of the first. 2 down here, bottom of 3. Willa Rissinger on the rubber for Chippewa Falls.
Baseman, number 11, Morgan Kibble.
More people sauntering in. The crowd just keeps coming on in.
Yeah.
It was a nice changeup by Rissinger. Got Kibble a little off balance, but she fouled it off.
I think every Schwantz relative from here to Pine Island, Minnesota, is in the stands.
Kibble takes that one high and outside. Think there's any Plainview residents up here?
Grandma Schwantz is down there.
Oh, yeah. Kibble, nice swing. Grounds is short. Nice play, smooth play by Kenneth Johnson at short for out number 3, 6-3 in the book. And due up next for Chippewa Falls in the top of the 4th inning is McKenna Bauer, Allie Geist, and Emma McAwam. Well, let's take this opportunity, Steve, to thank our sponsors. And we'll go with Property Executives Realty, Dana and Jeremy Cudd. We appreciate all their support, as well as Johnny's Bar, downtown River Falls since 1946. Thanks once again to Dave and Cheryl Dentman, and River City Stitch in downtown Prescott and 2nd Street in River Falls for all your Wildcat apparel. Go see Callie down at River City Stitch, and later on in the ballgame, we'll select the River City Stitch baller of the game. Oh, that guy's getting good. You got to do that right there, and you'll be back in action. There
Looks
you go.
like
You know what? This guy's getting good, Paul. He's getting good.
Oh, he's good at everything. Yeah.
Your director in the hot seat, Steve Pellinger.
I don't think they could make this graph any smaller.
Which
on
one?
this computer. The whole thing. The whole thing is just, it's like microscopic to try to read.
Our kids could read all that if it was on their phone.
Yep.
Yep.
Looks like Jordan Schwantz is going to sit out for a bit after taking the spill with the, did something to her leg, it looked like. So Ava Larson is moving over to shortstop, and Nora Killian is coming in at third base.
Well, next man up.
Yeah, Wildcats. Two of their top 3 seniors are out of action today. Now Schwann's kind of banged up her leg in some way, shape, or form on a attempt to catch a fly ball over there behind third base. And Lily Burke had pulled a quad muscle yesterday, you said, Paul?
Yes, I believe that's what it was.
Yeah.
There's a shot down the line, just foul. McKenna Bauer hit that one well, but about 2 feet foul to the left side.
And Ava Larson, I pretty much played shortstop most of her youth softball.
She did?
Playing time, yeah. She
looks really natural at third.
She moved to third base last year when she was a
Oh.
freshman.
Okay. I wouldn't have guessed that. She looks good at third.
Brenna Clifton rocks and delivers inside. 1-1 is your count. Designated player McKenna Bauer in the box for the Cardinals. And director Steve Pellinger is very sanitary up here. I like it. Keeping the press box clean. It's a high priority. It's a very high priority in my book.
I would agree.
The more organized I think the table is, the more organized the broadcast is. That's how it works.
I'm guessing Steve's looking at over all your paperwork, Greg, and thinking it's pretty dirty.
And that one, McKenna Bauer, high pop fly, and it just right in the middle of everybody. It hits some grass, and McKenna Bauer slides in for a double.
Now batting number 13, first baseman Allie.
I think Abel Larson thought that, and I think all 3 of them, Cook, Ralston, and Abel Larson, thought that was going to go further out than it did, and it just kind of hung. The winds kind of started to come in from left field quite a bit.
Yes.
And it just hung up, and
that flag is straight in.
Yeah, it just ended up actually not hitting too far in the outside of the infield, but it's a double in the book for McKenna Bauer, and first baseman Allie Geist at the plate for Chi-Hi. A little outside. Torres tried to frame that one, Leah.
She tried. She's been working back there quite a bit today.
Well, usually the case, Paul, too, when you're playing good teams, if you can, there's one big inning, if you can keep that big inning away, and you're gonna have a shot. But Wildcats are down a couple of big players right now and stuff, but
yeah, the 8.
Georgia Bankston, all over it.
She did a nice job of turning to get back to that right off the bat.
She never took her eyes off it. She moved her hips well.
Yeah, she ran back. It got behind the ball, and then came up. It's a lot easier to come up on it than go back on it, isn't it? So Geist F4, and now batting for the Cardinals, the right fielder Emma McAwam. Clifton fires, shot to short, too tough to handle. And Bauer will score from second. And Emma Makawam is on first with a single.
Now batting for the third baseman, number
11-1 your score.
Romanowski.
And third baseman Georgia Romanowski in the box now for Chippewa Falls. She walked and scored in the second and singled and scored in the third. Hits a grounder to short. Killian rocks and fires over to first for out number
That
2.
was a nice stretch by Kibble.
Yep.
Yeah, she went and got that. She timed it well.
A little bit of adrenaline going there over by
Yeah.
Nora Killian, I think, her first.
You kind of saw it register, though.
stopper.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
She's like, okay, I got to take that moment and
Yep.
make a good quality throw. So props
She's got
to her.
quite the cannon as well.
Yeah, she threw that well. She got long levers, that's for sure.
Now batting the shortstop, Kenna Johnston. Takes ball 1. Johnston tripled and scored in the first, singled and scored in the second, and flew out to left field in the third. Yeah, Kenna Johnson is a good-looking leadoff hitter, too.
Speed on the left side, too.
Yeah, speed. She hits it well to the opposite way. She has a quick bat, too. She took a changeup and she little inside-out swing, and she hits that one over to out to left through the hole, and that drives in Emma Makawam. And Kenna Johnson is on second with a single, and then reaches second on the throw.
I think one more run. Is it 12? 4? No, it's got to be 5.
It's gotta be
Gotta be
5.
5, okay.
5 is a complete game, legally.
Well, left field Olivia Sanborn at the plate for Chippewa Falls and squares around a bunt, but then pulls it back. Johnston on second. Go ahead, Paul.
Oh, I was just going to say, I guess I've been to too many youth tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2-0 the count.
I think that's right. I could be wrong. No, that's right.
No, I think you.
I
now
forgot
that
to
you say
reset it before that.
Ball 3 in the dirt. Nice stop by Torres. Clifton a little low and outside, and Sanborn will take a walk. 2 down. It brings up
Number 7,
the Night Stalker, Paige Steinmetz. Steinmetz flew out to second in the first, doubled and scored in the second, and struck out swinging in the third. Clifton in the dirt, kind of scoots away from Torres, and both runners will advance 60 feet. Johnson on third, Sanborn on second, and Steinmetz at the plate. 12-1 your score. 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Steinmetz hits one right off the wrist of Nora Killian. I hope she's okay.
Yeah, that hurt.
That was scorched.
It hit her glove first.
Did
Did hit her glove first. Yeah, it almost like looked like it surprised her. It was hard off the bat.
up next, number 17, Lauren Shepard.
I think I would throw this runner out if she goes.
With 2 outs, you got to go for it.
Yep.
So Shepard at the plate. Steinmetz on first, Sanborn on third. 2 down. And Coach Chelsea Sikora may be holding the dogs back. No, maybe not stealing right now.
She hasn't yet, so we'll see.
Calling the dogs off. Nope. Ball 1. 1-1's your count. Well, due up for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the 4th. You got Ava Larson, Audra Aderman, and Sydney Kibble coming to bat here in the bottom of the 4th as soon as Brenna Clifton takes care of Lauren Shepard.
Well, she looks like a solid hitter too, doesn't she?
Yeah, she struck out looking in the first. She had a sac fly in the second, and she had a single in the third. So 1 for 2 on the day for Shepard.
Yeah, she looks like she's been to the gym.
Yeah, she's not their cleanup hitter for nothing. Wonder if any of those has the girls ever said anything to you guys about kind of in the batter's eye? They have the University of Wisconsin River Falls. It's all in kind of big, bold, white letters. I would like to, if I was a pitcher, I'd like to pitch here because I bet that could wreak a little havoc on the batter's eye. You know what I'm talking about, Leah?
Yeah, I don't know if that would or not.
A little bit different than baseball, though. Is
it?
that ball's yellow?
Oh, that's
in
true.
Baseball, it's white.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point.
This guy over here doesn't know the color of the ball, doesn't know where the game is.
Yeah.
But hey, we're here, we're running.
He's
rolling
just so ingrained to baseball.
Yeah.
He's looking for every advantage he can.
Yeah. Bases are full of Cardinals. They're tweeting on the base paths, and Michael Burrow
See what you did
coming
there
to the
too.
plate. You did.
Now batting for Chippewa.
That wasn't so bad.
14.
Four-hitter, walk her, force out anywhere.
Yeah. Bella Biederman taking over pinch running duties for the Cardinals. It brings up Michael Burrow, so Burrow flew out to shortstop, line drive to shortstop in the first. She singled and scored in the second.
Ooh.
And a little foul ball down the line there. And she flied out to left field in the third, so 1 for 3 for Michael Burrow today. Bases are full of Cardinals. 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Cardinals have already plated 3.
Well,
I
Just
don't
foul.
think that's going to be playable.
Hits on the top of the first base dugout.
and they, we really haven't had many easy opportunities on defense. I mean, just about every ball they've hit. If it was a pop-up, it was a sky-high pop-up.
Clifton's,
That's a good place for that on.
Yeah,
on
0-2 delivery, little outside
that's
ball
what we
one.
call execution right there. That's a good spot for that.
Well, you got to figure 13-1, anything close to Burrow will be swinging for sure. Little changeup, fisted to second base. Nice play by Georgia Bankston over to Ava Larson to get the force out at second. Once again, a solid defensive effort by junior Georgia Bankston. 4-6 for the third out.
Well, Georgia definitely, when you just look at her, she's smaller in stature and she's kind of dainty and she kind of runs around like almost like a light little gymnast.
Yeah,
but
she stays down on it. So
Yep.
I mean, she's never coming down on the ball. She's always coming up on it.
yes.
Got her. She's got her hands out there in front and good hands for Bankston. So yeah, due up next for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the 4th. Ava Larson, Audra Aderman, and Sydney Kibble. Aderman singled in the second. And once again, we'd like to say thank you to our sponsors. You just saw Johnny's Bar, and there's River City Stitch. See if you can chime in and thank the sponsors anytime you want.
I can?
Yeah.
All right.
You have the privilege.
I have the
Steve.
privilege.
Yeah.
Well,
You are
thanks
in charge.
Thanks to Jeremy Cudd, property brothers,
And Dana.
property executives,
And Dana. I don't even
Dana Cudd.
I don't even want to thank Jeremy. Dana was the one that wrote us the check.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks to Dana Cudd from Property Executives. And I think
Yeah, you got to hit clear layer there.
here we go.
And then you got to move that one over
Yep.
and then clear it.
See?
Look at this guy. This guy's getting it. And then you got to hit that one to get your scoreboard back up.
All right.
Larson.
All right, leading off the bottom of the 4th for the Wildcats, the shortstop, Ava Larson. Larson moved over to short when Schwanz was dinged up. And
Oh.
Ava Larson absolutely hits a P-rod, and we hope Rissinger's okay. That went right off her shin.
Yeah, she took a ball in the middle and
Man,
put it
that
back
is
up the middle. That one bounced hard off.
That's a dangerous
and
part of the
she
game.
went for it. She
That-
went for it to try to make the
Yeah.
play afterwards. I give her credit for that.
That's a dangerous
gritty.
part of the game right there.
We got
how-
Tina the trainer coming back out.
How far is the pitching mound in
43.
softball? Yeah, you're 43 feet away.
and by the time those tall girls are jumping towards it, I mean, you're 40, 38, 40 feet.
yeah,
Yep.
after you hit your landing spot. Yeah, she took Ava Larson squared that one up. Hope she's okay. She'll have a welt the size of Rhode Island on her leg tomorrow morning.
Talk
that's gonna be a big one.
about a gritty kid the whole
Yeah.
way through that. She got hit. You could tell it
She
hurt right
dove for
away.
it.
She dove for the ball. Couldn't throw it when she finally got up, which was
Yeah.
a brief few seconds.
Yeah.
She walked right over to grab the ball from the first baseman.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep. Now she's thinking about it just a little bit more now that it's kind of setting in, I think. But
She looks good.
Well, she does bring some gas too, doesn't she?
and their team talks well. Look at that. Their
Yeah.
whole team is gathered up. She throws a strike for a warm up, and they're all cheering her on. That wasn't the parents. That was
Yeah.
the team.
Yeah.
And Willa Rissinger, just a sophomore, so the Wildcats are going to be seeing quite a bit of her for the next couple of years. Ava Larson at first after the single off of Rissinger's shin. And next up, the designated player, sophomore Audra Aderman.
Nice cut.
Aderman had laced a single to left her first time up in the second.
Boy, she's been hitting the ball well. Hit the ball well this weekend.
I just love that she went from having maybe one at bat in however many seasons to being the DP today.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I love it.
Well, if memory serves me correct, I want to say that to tie it up in the bottom of the seventh last year against Chippewa Falls, freshman at that time, Audrey Aderman had the single to bring in the tie and run. Is my memory correct?
Yes. It wasn't a very long drive.
Yeah. But it was a single in the
but
book.
It was a
It's all the
single in
same on
books.
paper, Paul.
She batted 1,000 for the whole season. Yep.
Was that her
That
one
was
at
her
bat?
only time
One
at
at
Oh,
bat.
my gosh.
How did that happen where she ends up they have her at bat in that situation?
Well, Ellie Lobby was pitching and hitting, I think through the fourth, and Audra came in the fifth in that
Oh, okay.
game.
Aderman slices one, and what a play in center field
Good tag,
by
though.
Paige Steinmetz.
That was a heck of a play.
Yep.
That was a Lily Burke play right
Yeah,
there.
Audra Aderman gave it a ride into right center, and Paige Steinmetz ran about 50 feet to her left and made a great play.
That was a da-da-da right there. That was she ran a long ways.
Larson moves over to third on the fly ball. Aderman hit the ball well both times at bat. Now it brings up. Is Sydney Kibble still playing right field?
Yes.
Brings
Correct.
up Sydney Kibble. Kibble struck out in the second. There's a tailing fastball by Rissinger. 0-2 the count. Freshman Sydney Kibble at the plate. Kibble hits one to second. Sunday hop there for second baseman Michael Burrow, and Kibble drives in Ava Larson for the Wildcats' second run of the ball game.
Now batting number 3, McKenna Cook.
We got some issues on the scoreboard over here. The outs doubled up, so we moved over an inning.
Oh.
So it should say 13-2. I'm aware of that. I just gotta play around with this a little bit.
Well, for the fans watching at home, though, they can't even see the scoreboard out there.
I know, but you're using it, I think.
Well, yeah, I am, but
What?
I just use it for the balls and strikes. McKenna Cook at the plate for the Wildcats. 2 down, and Cook flies one high, and Willa Rissinger will knock that one down for out number 3.
Well, it's top of 5.
F1 if you're scoring at home.
But we share. There you go. You got it.
And due up next for the Cardinals here in the top of 5, designated player McKenna Bauer, first baseman Allie Geist, and right fielder Emma McAwam.
Yeah, and the university scoreboard is fairly simple moving forward. It's hard to figure out how to erase something back.
Yeah. Well, the First National Bank of River Falls field scoreboard, it's pretty similar to this one. But I've never run, but yeah, once you already got a 0 in there, you can't take it out. Like you can change the number, but you can't take that 0 out unless you start it over.
Good thing Clifton's here. She got me set up. We're good.
Good work, Coach Clifton.
I think Coach
Well, we still
Clifton's
have-
on a country kick here.
I'm okay with it in comparison to what we usually get.
Yeah, well, that's true.
What's your style of music, Leah?
I'll
Being a-
listen to
being a-
a little,
being a
little
young
bit
buck.
of yeah, so young. I'll listen to a little bit of everything. I don't like it if you can't like the mumble rap that's popular right now. Like I don't know what they're
Mumble
saying.
or mumba?
Mumble, like they're
Oh,
just
oh,
you,
yeah.
you can't understand the words. Other than that, I'm not super picky.
Catcher Jordan Torres is kind of sauntering back to the plate.
She moves with swagger anywhere she goes. You know,
She
we work
she
on
had
her
some
time.
swagger. Leading off for the Cardinals here is McKenna Bauer, and she rips one to center. And McKenna Cook goes over her head, and that is a triple off the bat of McKenna Bauer. What? Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. So we had a pinch hitter. That was number 18, Kennedy Schwann had that. So Kennedy, that was junior Kennedy Schwann had that triple to center.
Now we
And-
got number 19.
Yeah, and now batting is Briella Bierman. She's a senior. Let me write this in. Briella Bierman in the box.
Sorry. Fat fingers.
What was that called?
There was music.
Oh,
happening. He said he liked it though.
Yeah,
Good taste, you know.
he sure didn't dance much.
This is not the Savannah Bananas, Paul.
He must not be a TikToker.
I with the headset on, I couldn't even really hear. I couldn't hear the music.
No,
anyway.
we're 2 for 2 now on getting in trouble from the referee umpires about the music being played.
We like our music. Deal with it.
It's all right. It was quiet and appropriate. We're okay.
3-0 the count to pinch hitter Briella Bierman. Clifton still on the rubber for the Wildcats. She sends a strike right down the pipe, and Bierman swings through it for strike number 1. Well, Leah, talk a little bit about, we have the strikeout cancer on Friday. That game's going to be at First National Bank of River Falls Field. I'll be there.
You'll be there.
I'll be there at the
You're
right
gonna come
field.
there first.
I will come there
Okay,
first.
perfect. I don't want you to see you set up at the River
No.
Falls field and then
No.
have to take it down.
But,
It's all there though, right?
Yeah, so kind of talk a little bit about, we'll have the QR code up on the broadcast and people can donate to that. Are they going to be doing some things at the ballpark
Yeah,
too?
they'll have a 50-50 raffle at the ball field as well. Coach Doulis was in charge of setting that sign up. That is abnormal behavior from Georgia Bankston at second base there.
Yeah, well, Bierman grounded to Bankston. She kind of booted it, but collected it and threw it. And I think it was just a hair wide, and Kilble couldn't quite come up with it at first.
We got
So
another pinch hitter here.
Yeah, so we have number 22. And that looks like Lakin McEthron. She is a senior. Let's put that in there.
The umpire's lucky that it wasn't a closer game. They had a little bit of a wide pitch they called a strike, and boy, the Chippewa fans went crazy down here.
Every pitch matters, don't you know?
Yeah.
Clifton's first pitch, a ball inside. McEtherin hits a ground ball to third. It's going to be foul.
Oh.
Yep, just foul. Good call by the umpire.
Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, that was a tough one to see from the angle I'm sitting at. Glad I didn't have to make that call.
Yeah, no, I was pretty sure it was foul.
Well, good thing you have an even better angle than I do.
Either that or better eyesight.
Oh, I know neither one of those things is true. Good try, though.
Clifton tries to change up a little high. Lakin McEtherin at the plate for the Cardinals. McEtherin, she's a senior. She pitches and also plays in the outfield. Takes a rip, hits it to Ava Larson at short. Bankston tries to turn two, but
That's a tough hop. Ava stuck with it.
So 6-4. Out number one. And Kennedy Schwann scored on that play, didn't she?
Now batting number 20,
Or what?
Roz Twyman.
Or she already did.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's 14-2, and I'm trusting that is
11,
correct.
12. Yeah.
Because I have the game changer open in front of me. I
No.
know Jess Olson doesn't miss.
Yeah. So yeah, Schwann had scored on that the error by Bankston. So number 20 is now at the plate. That's Roz Twyman. Roz Twyman is a catcher, second baseman, and also plays in the outfield. She's a junior. Roz Twyman hits a shot to short. Nice play again by Larson. Wildcats try to turn two. And Twyman hustles down the line she's safe at first.
I can appreciate the next play mentality.
Yeah, they're working at it, right? Looking for turn it.
So now we got number 20
Yeah.
coming to the, or number 11.
Yeah,
I'm
number
sorry.
11. She's Bella Biederman's been pinch running a couple times, but this is her first at bat.
Number 11, Bella.
She's pinch hitting for Kenna Johnston. Biederman.
That's a good leadoff pitch.
So Twyman's on first, 2 down for the Wildcats here in the top of the 5th inning. Strike 2, Wildcats are going to have to hold them right here and
We're going to have to
get 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th if they want to keep playing today here at Fay Perkins Field. Leah, do you know anything about Fay Perkins, or
I don't. I know Coach Doulis has talked about her, but I don't know her
was
personally.
she Chantel's coach?
That's 3
I don't-
outs.
Yeah, there's that's a strikeout by Clifton, and that ends the 5th inning for the Cardinals. Before let's still thank our sponsors one more time. Property Executives Realty, Dana and Jeremy Cudd, thank you for all you do. They help purchase the equipment where we can broadcast these games, and also Johnny's Bar in downtown River Falls since 1946. Thanks again to Cheryl and Dave Dentman, and also River City Stitch in Prescott and River Falls on 2nd Street. And we got to name a River City Stitch baller of the game at some point. So we'll start. We might as well start talking about it.
Yep. I'll see if anybody has responded.
Torres is 2 for 2.
Haven't seen anything in the chat yet.
Wildcats have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 5 hits on the day. We'll see what happens. I've seen some stranger things in softball and baseball, Paul.
Yep. Well, we need 3 for sure. I know why Kivel knew that the live stream wasn't working for a bit. His Morgan and Sydney's Aunt Lori is watching in Boston, and their great Aunt Mary is watching in Florida.
Aunt Mary, thanks for joining us today on the River Falls Sports Broadcasting Network.
I think they call her Grandma Kivelator.
The Kivelator. Well, leading off for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Now in left field, Alexis Ralston. I believe Rince.
Oh,
Let's see, number
that
12.
was a little outside.
So
for
now
my taste.
pitching, we had a pitching change as well. So now pitching for Chippewa Falls, junior Delaney Berg.
That's a good shot.
And there's a base hit by Ralston right up the middle. Well, there's only one way to eat an elephant, Paul, and it's one bite at a time.
Well, we
Have you just been sitting around thinking of all these things to say today? Because
No.
you're just full of it.
No.
Is that what you did with all your alone time at the high school field before you got here?
I was busy. I was setting everything up, and I had the thing was all still closed, and that's why I was kind of oblivious to what was going on outside. But I did notice there was no, Torres's music wasn't playing.
Listen, no team in the dugout should have been an indicator,
Well, I got there at like 3:20, so I figured I did see a group of girls hitting over by the JV cages.
Because that's normally where the varsity team warms up, right?
Well, I just wasn't even thinking. I was just there
I'm
to
just
go
giving
set
you a hard
up.
time. You were just practicing.
Yeah.
it's hard when
You're trying to
you,
figure out how fast you can do it.
It's hard
Yeah.
when you work all day and go to work early,
for
bust
sure.
out
Yeah.
of work.
For sure.
They little pitch in the dirt, and Ralston scoots down to second.
Yeah, I should capitalize on that. I should.
Catcher Jordan Torres at the plate for the Wildcats. Torres is 2 for 2 on the day. She takes a big swing at that one and pops up to the shortstop. F6.
Greg, I'm just giving you a hard time.
I know you
We
are.
appreciate you being here.
No, I know you are. I'm just giving it right back to you.
As you should.
Now batting for the Wildcats and is Nora Killian, freshman Nora Killian came in for Schwanz, who kind of dinged up her leg, I guess, there in it'd be the 3rd inning, 2nd inning maybe?
I think it was a third.
Yeah.
Number 10, Nora Killian.
Yeah, so the Wildcats they're down
Two
two of their
seniors.
top 4 hitters, Burke and Schwanz, in the dugout injured. Burke pulled a quad muscle yesterday against Memorial, and Schwanz dinged up her. I think it was dinged up her leg.
Looked like
That's what it looked like she went
She
for.
walked. She walked back and she played short for the remainder of the inning, but then she came out, so it must have.
Ooh, that looked an interestingly low
little bit low.
strike.
Okay. What kind of team does Spooner have, Paul?
I looked around.
Oh.
That was questionably
Wow.
outside, if you were to ask me.
Even from up here, it looked pretty outside. low.
Yeah.
You can see inside and outside up here. You can't see
Yep.
high and low.
Yeah, that
No,
it looked.
but it's
I mean, maybe it caught the front of the plate. I can't tell exactly the catcher's position, but she definitely received it outside. It moved, but
Well, Killian goes down looking for the second out of the game, and it brings up the second baseman, Georgia Bankston. Ralston's sitting out there on second base.
Be a little moral victory if we could knock
Yeah,
her in.
Bankston had an RBI single in the first inning to tie the game up.
yeah, Paul, what are you gonna put into play here?
Well, most people didn't. I think the broadcast was not on when I
Yeah,
made
that's
that
true.
call. So you guys are the only guys that could back that up. But
That's true. You did call it.
Bankston squibs one to right. Nice play. Let's see if that right fielder changed. I think it did. So that was number 22. So, yeah, that was Lakin McEthron with a nice play in right field for the final out of the 5th, and that also ends the ball game. And your final score today, Chippewa Falls 14, River Falls 2, and it all came down to that second inning. The Cardinals scored 8 runs. They batted around and with 2 home runs and a bunch of hits.
yeah,
And that's why they've been one of the reasons they've been the cream of the crop for the last 20 years here in the Big Rivers Conference.
Yeah.
well, and even you think about that last play. I mean, Chippewa played flawless in the field.
They
I
did.
mean,
Yeah.
not even a remotely close to a mistake anywhere. That was a nice catch out there in right field right there. That one Audra hit in the gap, maybe in the
Yep.
third or fourth inning. That
Yep.
was a heck of a play by their center fielder. But I mean, I didn't really see Chippewa make hardly a mistake.
You know, and their pitching, they had 3 pitchers, and there was 1 walk all game. So I mean, they don't beat themselves.
Right.
You know, they make you beat them, and
Absolutely.
they did it today. So but yeah, it was and you know, the other thing too, Brenna Clifton threw strikes very well too. I mean, look
She
at the
didn't
book
give up
here.
a lot of free spaces. Like, she was consistent.
Yeah, she
They,
only
they
had,
hit the ball, but that means your defense got to do the work,
I don't-
right?
Yep. She had three base on balls.
Yeah,
Threw
yeah,
120 pitches.
Yeah,
That's,
3
that's a
walks,
lot
so-
of
It's
pitches.
a lot of pitches for.
yeah. There was some hot shots out to the outfield, and again, if you have maybe your starting lineup out there and you put a Lily Burke and stuff like that, I'm not throwing any blame on anybody, but I'm just saying it's a different
Yeah.
ball of wax when you
I mean,
have
it's communication too, right? Like, your communication patterns change and your familiarity changes. So even that is, there's something to be said for consistency.
Yeah. Well, so Wildcats, they will play next up is Friday, their next game. So
Nope,
that
Thursday.
go to
in
Chippewa.
Thursday. That's right. So Thursday at Chippewa Falls, and that'll be the final conference game of the season, and then their final regular season game will be at First National Bank of River Falls Field Friday night. That game's at 7.
Yes.
First pitch is at 7 p.m. and they'll take on Spooner, and that'll be Strikeout Cancer Day
And senior
it-
night.
and Senior Night. So it'll be a kind of a festive, probably a pretty big crowd out there Friday night.
Hopefully.
There's people out that show up to the ballpark on Friday nights just to show up. It doesn't matter who's playing.
I mean, it's a
There's
great
just-
facility.
There's people that just show up to watch a game.
Yeah.
So
What time do we have to get the field ready, Steve?
Right after the baseball game, we'll be pulling the dugout or pulling the pitching mound and getting the fence out. So baseball starts 4?
usually,
High school baseball?
Yep. So probably 6:30ish.
yeah, that's about right. So we're going to put a big red bow on this game. Chippewa Falls Cardinals all over the Wildcats today. 14-2 is your final score, and we'll see you back here on the broadcast Friday night at 7 o'clock, and we'll see you then.